Hi everybody and welcome back to another E30 crew video. I'm Lex signing in. So today, trying out something a little different. In my prior videos where we used an AI DM, ChatGPT as a DM, he was given instructions to act as a dungeon master with following 5e rules to the best of its ability, with some other mechanics thrown in there. But I thought of another method to configure ChatGPT as an assistant, but more of an oracle. So this would be more of a true solo campaign without necessarily a DM, but GPT would be a oracle system that I can roll to. So with that in mind, let's test it out. Let me show you guys my full screen here. So here is the custom instruction that I have GPT relying on. So its role will act as an interactive D&D 5e Oracle system, not a DM. Player queries. The player will ask you a query. You reply with a table list of rollable choices. The table size will vary based on D&D dice from D4 to D20 at the most. It will use its best judgment on the query. Question your choices. The player may question the choice, respond appropriately. Do not expand the narrative. Only work within the confines of the query. So I don't want it to take the persona of a DM yet. You'll see further down how it might do that. But when I'm asking it a question or giving it a part of my campaign, a certain moment that I need a list for, it will work within that list. It won't go like, all right, here's what you're going to do after this. It's strictly going to work within that question. Character verification. If you need details from the player character sheet to further enhance your choices, ask the player before presenting the list. So, which we've done that before. GPT will ask for our player level as an example, and we'll work off that. Encounter simulator. The player may ask you to simulate an encounter. So this is a big one. The player will provide you with the enemy details and quantity. For this phase, act as a lightweight DM, follow 5-year rules, verify the player's level, balance encounter, handle the enemies as a DM, roll for initiative, attack roll, damage rolls, etc. Roll, randomize a dice for the enemy during the encounter. As necessary, player will track their own HP and inform you of any outcome. Then another decent simulator, decent size simulator, will be the NPC. This one is, I don't know, this one's questionable, but the player will ask you to take on the role of an NPC. The player will provide you with basic info on the NPC, so it will flesh out your identity. Use both dialogue and a rollable table list to continue the Oracle characteristic when chatting with the player. So that's what I currently have tied to this prompt. We will now, and above me, you can see, since I'm in full screen now, you can see my other two history conversations that I've been using for other videos. Like the first one up there is the co-op campaign we just did last night with Ryan, which is the 2-player AI DM, and then my solo one of Whispering Woods. Okay, so this is strictly a test. We're not going to go off a character or anything. We're going to make everything up. We're just going to see if this works, and if it does work pretty well, I might do another campaign on the side, strictly acting a solo player with no DM, but using an Oracle system. Because there are Oracle systems online you can use. There's even books. There's plenty of them since the 90s, but I want to try it with an AI to just get more variety and possibly more consistency. So let's say I need, or even if I want, I can talk, so you guys don't have this issue, shaking screen. But we're not going to hear him talk because it's a whole list. So let's say I need a starting location and situation for my character. All right, so may I know the level of your character to tailor the choices better? So let's say level, whoops. I guess I can talk still. Level 1. Great. Here's the table for you to roll to determine the character's starting location. So we already have it formatted to a table, and it has the D10 list, which I have a. I could use my dice for this, but I have a quick little go-to dice roller built into Chrome. So, starting location situation for level 1 character. Forest, tavern, desert, coastal village, castle, mountain pass, urban, slums, temple, pirate ship, magical academy. So, a pretty diverse but typical starting locations. Situations. We are having a counter if we roll for this one. We have middle bar fight, lost with water running low, accused of crime you didn't commit. So these are actually really good possibilities. So what we'll do is roll for D10. 5. So we are in a castle, serving as a squire to a knight. That is very specific. So let's do that. All right. Let's say I roll 5. Your castle, serving as a squire to knight. This setting could offer a variety. Various possibilities to character development, from learning a ropes of knighthood to navigating country and trees. Good luck on your journey. Okay, so from here, this is where, it only worked within the confines of the choice I rolled to. It's not going to expand it, saying, all right, here's your possibilities, here's what you can do, let's begin our adventure together as friends. But, like, it's only, see, it says, good luck. That's it. Now, I can test it, saying, to see if it remembers my prior options, which it does, but, within my instructions. Now, okay, now I'm going to ask myself, when you're playing solo RPG games, tabletop RPG games, you're like, what's around my character? We already know my vague situation. Who's around me? What does the room look like? So, because compared to a conventional Oracle system, GPT has a memory of my rollable choices. So let's ask it, what room am I currently in within the castle? I've said it, I'm sorry. That's just an old habit of mine. Certainly, here's a table for you to roll on and determine the room within the castle where your character is currently located. Knight's quarters. So it's a D8 list, a little smaller, but still some options. Okay, we have courtyard. Oh, sorry. Knight's quarters, armory, great hall, kitchen, library, dungeon, throne room, and courtyard. 1 second, guys. I have to step away for just a brief moment. Sorry, seasonal weather changes. I had to clear my air filter. Alright. Alright, let's roll a d8 to figure out where my character is. 7. So I'm in the throne room. Okay. 7. What is... Let's see, what and who? Well... What is around... Whoops. 7? What is around me? Okay. 7. Characters in the throne room. Here's a table to determine what is currently around you in the room. So D6, a little smaller. Royal Guard standing at attention. Nobles discussing politics. See, this is actually working out quite well. So it's basically giving me a story, but I'm rolling to it at random, so that it does feel like a campaign, an adventure, but it's the fun of at random and rolling dice without a DM. So let's see. Let's roll a d6. 4. Captures depicting the history of the kingdom. All right. Now, Let's see, what does my character want to do here? I'm in a throne room surrounded by tapestries depicting the history of the kingdom. Let's say my character wants to read something. Can I read or touch any of the tapestries? Really, here's a table to determine your interaction with the tapestries in the throne room. Guards, see, this will create some conflict too. All right. So only 4. Free to touch, examine closely. Encourage to read by a neighbor sage. Warned not to touch by the reporter. Okay. Let's do the 4. I was hoping actually to get 1, but we rolled a 3. All right, let's just do a 3 here. What does my character, or which one do I take to read? Oh, whoops. Take to read. All right. Fantastic. A nearby sage encourages you to read one of the tapestries. Here's a table to roll. Which one do you read? The founding of the kingdoms, great battles and wars, lineage of the royal family, legends and myths, the depiction of magical creatures, the kingdoms and kingdoms alliances. So, I'm starting to see a pattern here. Not in a negative way, but like how to play this if I were to turn this into an actual campaign, which almost feels like I'm doing right now, but I don't have a character sheet in front of me to work off. Which so far there hasn't been much character sheet interaction, which is half the fun for me as far as D&D goes. I'm tempted to like choose some that I see are as possibilities for my character to have the willpower to do so. Rolling seems to be more for situational moments outside my character's control, if that makes sense. So I'm not going to tell that to the AI in the instruction like, hey, your list may not be rolled for, but like it just presents me with a rollable list. I'm kind of making up the rules for myself here, but let's say I have the option to choose these books, these tapestries. I'm not like just going to roll and say my player with a blindfold grabs this one and say, oh look, this one has spikes on it and my hand is hurt, kind of thing. So, or it's crap. But legends and myths, great battles. Let me for this one let me choose, and let's try to conjure a role here. Is my player, or let's see, I keep saying player. Am I knowledgeable enough to understand the text? And I realize now I didn't define it for situational roles. Yes, so okay, it does ask for player details. So let's say my intelligence score of 12 and yes in history proficiency. Yes, it does. Excellent. With a score of 12, proficiency in history, you have a good chance of understanding the text. Here's a table to determine how well you understand the tapestry depicting great battles. Mostly confused, some names and events are familiar. Great understanding, you recognize key battles. Determine detailed understanding, complete understanding. So you can add your proficiency bonus to this roll. Roll a d4 and add a proficiency bonus to determine how well you understand the tapestry. Okay, so from least to greatest, it's kind of making up its own rules now, a bit. We'll do a d4. My proficiency bonus, let's just make it up 2. So I just rolled a 2, so 4. A complete understanding of the tapestry depicting great battles. Not only did he grasp the main events and key figures, but he also knows hidden details of many might overlook. The deep understanding could serve you well as a journey. Okay, so is there anyone around me to talk to? I'm sorry, let me try to type, speak it up. Is there anybody around me I can talk to? The stage. If it remembers that. The stage, yeah, he's right there. Yep, and he remembered who encouraged you to read. So we have 6 people. Let's roll for it. Or again, this willpower I can choose to talk to, but for the fun of it, let's roll. 6. I rolled a 6. Can you simulate the conversation with the jester? Let's now do the NPC simulator. Ah, fresh face in the throne room. What brings you to the heart of jests and japes? Ask about the role in the court, discuss the tapestry you just read, inquire about rumors or news, share a joke or a riddle. Let's see. Inquire about rumors. 3. Ah, rumors, the spice of court life. But be careful, young squire. Not all rumors should be swallowed whole. D6. The secret affair among the nobles. Rumor of an impending war. The king is considering a new law. A mysterious visitor came to the castle. Treasure found in the kingdom. The queen has fallen. 1 second. Checking, check. Okay. I thought I heard my audio spike, but it wasn't. Just a false alarm. So, let's see. Let's roll for it. 6 again. I'm almost tempted to use conventional dice. I'm gonna go get my dice. I'll be right back. Again. Okay, so I have my little dice tray fabric thing, and I got my dice. So let's do a 6. Okay, so let's see. All right, I got a 6. Heavily Maddie indeed. The queen has been under the weather, poor soul. The healers are a loss. The king is beside himself with worry, but remember, walls have ears and jesters have loose lips. It sounds like the health of the queen is a matter of concern in the castle right now. This information might be useful or consequential, depending on your actions and decisions moving forward. So, we already have a possible quest here. The queen's fallen ill. As, generic as it may be, it does provide for some story. So I can expand on this, or I can completely abandon it and go and do something else. But Let's see, what would I ask the Oracle about? Let's say where are these healers currently for the Queen? It's a small little list. Well chambers. All D4. Okay, so D4. I'll use my first D4 here for this one. It's either always full slippery. Alright. Let's see. 4. Oh, okay. Temple nearby. Or temple frame. The healers attending the Queen are currently in a nearby temple, presumably praying for her well-being and seeking divine guidance. This could offer various avenues for your character, whether you wish to learn more or possibly offer your own assistance. Let's see. Okay, so I'm still in the throne room. Can I leave my whoops? Spacebar didn't work that time. There we go. Can I currently leave my position or post to go see the healers? Now might be present a list of outcomes. D4 again. The list can get smaller and smaller. Strictly forbidden, must stay at the post. Allowed, but will face consequences. See, I like these kind of options. This is like the whole rolling for yes or no. 4 again. Freely allowed, no questions asked. Okay. Let's see. The thing about using Oracle systems, you really got to think about your next choice, or how to craft. You have to think about it, but also how you want to craft it to move on the story, because it's not really Oracle's job to do so, but it seems like it is at some points. So I rolled a 4. Oh, okay, now I can say, like, do I know where this temple is? Okay. I rolled a 4, but does my character know where this temple is located? See? I'm throwing in more a wrench in my own plans on purpose. Good question. Here's the table to... Okay. Knowledge check. These could be checks, too. Like, literally, these are checks. No idea where it is. Okay, another D4. Let's roll. 1. Dang, I do not know where it is. I rolled a 1. Who can I talk to, or who might know where this temple is? The only problem with the speech to text is that there's no... I can say period, but it will spell out period. All right, we have a slightly larger list. Back to the D6. Let's see. Roll a 6. 2. A royal librarian. Now, is the librarian in the room? Doesn't look like. Roll the librarian. Okay, so I rolled the librarian. I rolled a 2. Is there a librarian in my room? Alright, so it's now saying that 1 could have walked in, just presumably. Okay, I'll roll D4. 3. Present but engaged in conversation. Okay. I rolled a 3. What are my chances for politely interrupting and asking the librarian where the temple is, or where the healers are? Another D4. Interrupt but earn a disapproving glare. Okay, let's roll for D4. 4. Okay, I rolled a 4. I rolled a 4. Does the librarian provide me with helpful information? I wrote a 4. Okay, another 4. So, gives vague directions, easy to get lost, provides general directions, some uncertainty. Gives clear directions and provides a detailed map. Just has a map in her pocket, or their pocket. Okay, 2, so midpoint. Alright. Let's do one more. Well, I say that, but you never know. I rolled a 2. I rolled a 2. What are my chances of finding the temple? Completely lost, end up in a different area. Alright. Struggle, but eventually find it. Find it, minor difficulties. Find it with ease. Find a shortcut. Quicker than expected. Roll a 6. 1. Dang it. Alright. I rolled a 1. Where am I? Dang it. Oh dear, it appears you're become completely lost. Castle dungeons. How did I end up in the kitchen? The chefs are just looking at me like, what are you doing here? The Royal Gardens. A hidden enclave with mysterious door. I hope it's that one. Alright, so let's ask it to simulate an encounter, because we haven't done that yet. Can you help me simulate an encounter? Not any encounter. Okay, encounter. Proceed any submission. Character's level. Here I mentioned the 1. Your character's class. Okay, so let's say, let me make this stuff up. I'm gonna type this out because it's just a little more details required. Sorry for the shaking. Let's see. Fighter. HP, let's just say 14, like the last from our last campaign. HP. AC, let's say 16 AC. Let's do 2 bandits. Okay. Alright, let's get started. You're a level 1 fighter, 14 AP and AC 16. You're about to encounter 2 bandits. Bandit stats. Alright, so it's giving me the whole entire shebang. Initiative rolls. Roll 20. Bandits initiative. So it's also 16 on the roll. Please roll your character's initiative. Alright, so we have our 20 die. 16, so I'll be going first. Alright, 16. Okay, let's say I will just generically, I will use my sword. on the closest bandit. All right, we don't have any, character sheet modifiers to reference, so we'll just use a generic 20. So 13. Damn it. Hit the bandit. Roll your sword's damage dice and add your strength modifier to determine it. Okay, let's just do a D. We're just making this up. D6. I rolled a 5. Just keep it as that. You did 5 points of damage to Bandit 1, reducing their health from 11 to 6. Bandit 1 swings, attack roll, AC 16, attack misses you. Bandit 2 tries to shoot you with a light crossbow at distance, rolling plus 15. Again, attack misses you. Makes your sturdy armor. You're up. I'm going to do a spinning sword swipe. I will use my sword to spin and attempt to strike both bandits. Yeah, I know. However, if you're attempting a creative action, the DM might allow you to attempt it with some conditions, such as disadvantage of attack roll. Since I'm assuming a counter, yes, attack surge. Action surge, that's right. So again, it knows the rules. Okay. Roll a 20. Alright, so we go back to our 20 die. 2. And then 12. So 2 12. I completely miss. Thinking. Servers are busy. Okay. Give it a second. There we go. First attack on bandits. 1. With an attack roll of 2 plus your attack roll, likely you meet or exceed a bandit's AC. Attack 12, you successfully hit bandit 2, matching the AC at 12. Damage roll for bandit 2. Please roll your sword's damage dice and add your strength modifier. We'll do the 6 again. We'll do 2. Oh. What? D20 plus 3, 17. It did hit. The first one did hit. Yeah, I thought so. So, yep. Falling damage. Take 5 damage, reducing HP from 14 to 9. Round 3, fight. Okay. So, I mean that's something we finish it and I move on and so forth, or I lose. So, yeah, that really did work out well. I'm just trying to think of how to turn this into a full-on campaign, but that's a different video. That will be a different video. But yeah, this worked out really well. I liked it. And yeah, I might tweak my instruction a little bit, but overall, this beta test as always, was successful, I think. So, again, to all my viewers, or my viewer, however many people, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time on the 830 Crew. This is Lex signing off.